We are gonna make this really cute fall garland, and I really have no idea. We're just gonna wing it because these are things that I have purchased from Dollar Tree, and I've had them in my Rubbermaid until we got back on schedule. And if you hear something, that is my dog. Little Sophie has had kennel cough for a couple months, and I actually ran into the vet last night to let him know that we have now completed our 4th round of antibiotics. And he said we're just going to let it take its course for a little bit because it is a little better. But let me tell you, kennel cough is just a beast this year with puppies. And we just take him out and get groomed. So just saying, she just got groomed and came home with it. So here we go. But so if you hear a dog barking or coughing, it is just Bella underneath the table here. Or Sophie, sorry. Bella's fine. Okay, so twine is what you're going to need, which we already have. And then you can, if you don't have material, and we may use this, we may not. Like I said, I'm going to wing this garland, so it may turn out really cute, and it may just be a flop. So we're just going to do it. This is some material that I already had at the store that we've used previously, and we're just going to cut it in some strips to decorate our garland. I do have a basket of raffia, and if you have other things laying around, go for it. Like I said, we're just going to wing it. So I got this pumpkin garland, and this was at the Dollar Tree. This was $3, and it is 6 feet long. And then I did just pick up 2 of their little garlands. Of course, these are $1.25, and I don't know if we're going to need 1 or 2, so I bought 2 just to be on the safe side. You're going to need scissors, and I have the hot glue gun plugged in case we do need it. I don't know if we will or not. So here we go. Okay. So we're going to take I did have another craft I was going to do, and it's really cute, but putting paint on foam, little squares, does not dry as fast as what you think. So I painted them before I left the store last night, and I'm sure they're dry by now. But anyway, we will do that one on Monday. I will be back on schedule, so Mondays and Fridays at 7 o'clock doing live videos with you guys doing some DIYs. And I'm super excited to be back in the swing of things now that we have all got comfortable with our new transformation, which has been amazing. I know some of you are really missing the full blown rustic patch, but it is it's been good for Minnie and I to be able to do other things. And we just finished our fundraiser with North Platte, so their 25 door hangers can be picked up on Sunday. And we're getting our rustic blueprint boxes will be shipping out next week. So if you don't know what a rustic blueprint is, and I'm sure you guys do, if not, go to our Facebook page or go to our website and check that out. And you can purchase your rustic blueprints, and we will be turning that into a membership next week. And that will be a private group. It will turn into a private group, so we will not be doing any rustic blueprints videos. You'll probably get the last one for next week before we do the transformation of putting it into a membership. So you will be able to see the video on the rustic patch, but after that, it's just going to be in our little Facebook group, and our little small community will be just doing that all together. So I'm super excited. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to set this off to the side for just a moment because I don't know what we're doing. Like I said, we're winging it. So this may be a flop, but I thought this looked too boring. And so that's why I went ahead and picked up the garland, thinking that maybe we can just weave this on there, and we'll just kind of go around and around. And then that's when we're going to get our ribbon, and we're going to embellish it. And I think we are probably going to need that other one. And I don't know what the easiest way is to lay this down because you have your leaves, or just kind of twirl it. And now if you want to, let's do this. Okay, scissors, twine. Let's go ahead and let's see, you got that little loop and loop there. Now if you want to, let's just go ahead and make a tie here because we're probably going to put some material there anyway. So go ahead and knot it so it doesn't come untied. And then we are just going to, I'm going to put my glue gun off to the side here. And let's just weave this back and forth. And you can let them drip, and it's fine because we can replay with this when we want to. And this is where it's going to be handy when we have our twine and we have our material to be able to do those extra things with. Okay, so let's get back to doing this round and round. And the other thing is we may not I don't know if we're going to need that other one, honestly. No, I don't think so. But if you want to make it thicker, we can put that on there. Do you guys want to make it thicker? Okay, so here is 6 feet of love. And I think let's go ahead and let's weave that other one on because I think I want it thicker. I think it's too sparse because we are going to put our material. The other thing is too is I do have them purchased, but I wanted to make this just plain. The last time I was at Dollar Tree, they had little ghosts and they had little pumpkins. So if you wanted to add those to it, you can. But I just wanted this to be just plain fall. So that way then this, you guys can leave this up all the way until Thanksgiving. And if you want to be able to double use it, then just get your little ghost and paint them. And then, because you already have your paints. Oh, you want to know what I learned at Hobby Lobby the other day? Sand gray. The color we use for everything is discontinued. I went, Shelly, you're killing me, Smalls. So anything that we have done with sand gray and cobblestone, we cannot get anymore. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Because those were my 2 favorite colors. My friend Debbie was at the store the other day and we were looking at the paints and I said, do you want to hear some devastating news? And she goes, what? And I go, my paints are not available anymore. And they didn't ask me for permission to not make them anymore. I was so sad. So I think we're going to turn it into bleach sand. It is a little bit lighter, and I will tell you, back in the day when I started doing crafts, my snowman, everything goes, it was all bleach sand. I just liked, bleach sand. I just liked the sand gray just because it had a little bit of a darker tone. But here we go. We have to start all over again. Again, Hobby Lobby didn't ask Sonya if it was okay to not make sand gray anymore. Or cobblestone. I didn't use cobblestone quite as much, but it was a sad day. It really was. Okay, so we have gone and we have doubled this, and it looks like this. And you got to remember when you are going to hang this on your mantle, or if you are going to put this outside underneath your window, you can move these pumpkins around because it's not tight. It's very loose, so you have the freewheeling to just be able to move everything around. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take like here and there, and I'm going to just take a little twist of twine, and let's just, I don't know, guys. I'm going to say let's put the ties and all this on just your garland of leaves. Do not tie your pumpkins, because if you tie your pumpkins, you're not going to be able to have the flexibility to be able to move them up and down. So just put it on this. Yes, perfect. Okay, now if you just want to bow bows, we can do bows. And we can do raffia. So let's go ahead and let's rip. Do you guys know how to rip material to make it look raw on each side? I'm going to show you. Okay, so this is a really long piece, just because what we were using. So what you're going to do, and you can buy material where it's double-sided, and you can also buy material that's just one-sided. It depends on what you're doing. And I was thinking for this, it's okay to do one side raw and one side printed. There's a lot of times I like it double printed. So when you're looking at your material, make sure that you take the whole bolt down and flip that over and double check, because not all material, majority of material is not double-sided. Because, I mean, if you're doing quilting, you don't need to see the back side. And what you're going to do is you're going to make a little slit, and then you're just going to rip it. And this does get kind of messy because you have your strings of thread that will come apart. Okay, let's put this off to the side. So now you're going to go ahead, and what I like to do is if you just take this and you pull that material and pull those threads off, and then you just pull, and it will just come off. You'll get a few threads that maybe doesn't come off all the way, and that's okay. I remember doing crafts years ago, and I would rip and rip and rip. Now, if you want to make this antique-ish, and you could go soak it in some coffee. If you want to make it look really rustic, you can go into your coffee and just let it soak overnight. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to take this piece of twine off because I'm going to do material instead. and maybe we'll just put some raffia off to the sides. Okay, so you can, and I'm going to say, let's just go ahead and cut some strips because you're going to do some hair. You're going to give each one of these a little bit of a haircut anyway. So if you want to, you can start making. So just take your material, lay it down, and that way all of them are the same size. And then you can cut accordingly at the end. So you're just going to take this and just tie it and then knot it. So what I usually like to do is, so when I'm tying it, I like to have them both be face up when you're going to make that, okay? So just do that. And then we're going to go ahead and take another one. And you could put as many of these on here as you want. If you want a lot of material twist on it, go for it. Okay, and then you're going to turn this one and you're going to go this way. This is going to be really cute for just winging it, Sonya. Okay, so go ahead and make sure before you tie another one on that you get another one the same size. Have you guys missed me? I'm so sorry. Life is, you know, everybody's life is a roller coaster, and Sonya's roller coaster ride is hopefully coming to an end, and it's not so cray-cray. It's always going to be crazy. I mean, really, come on. Okay, so if you want to do this, and then let's go ahead and put another one right here, so they're all about the same distances. And I am going to write a course. So this is something new that's going to be coming out of Sonya's crazy brain that she has. I am going to do a course, a 6-week course on DIY decorating for your home for all the seasons. And it's going to be a course that you're going to buy, and you're going to be one-on-one with me, and they're going to be recorded, and we're going to go shopping with certain things, and I don't know, just there's lots of ideas that I want to do. I really, to be honest with you, haven't had time to really put it down on pencil and paper, but I went to a workshop in Texas this last week, and it was with my business coach, and we are going to do this for sure. The one thing was turning the membership, our Rustic Blueprints, into a membership, and then we're going to do this course. So you guys will just have to stay in tuned on what we're going to do. And it's going to be a lot of fun, because I'm going to show you some tricks and trades that I will not be showing here with you guys live. I'm going to show you little tidbits, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, I'm loving how this is turning out. Okay, and again, these are items that I bought at the Dollar Tree, and I could be honest with you, I haven't been there in probably a week, so I don't know where they have moved. They like to move things around, so where they are going to be located. Okay, so there is what we got so far. I think it needs some raffia, and for sure at the ends, I'm going to say and if you want to, I would make sure that when you're going to hang these, go ahead and get your 2 loops, because you can do a little eye and hook or your little nail to hold these. So don't cut these off. These are really important to stay here. And if you want to, you could do, since your twine's already here, and this little loop, you can, where our pumpkin garland is, you can put that all together too, okay? So either we can go ahead, and what I'm probably going to do, since we've got that tie, I'm going to tie all that together right on this end, and that way it's all right there, okay? So don't cut those off. Those are important, because those are going to hold those together on your nail. Now, if you want to, we can go ahead and we can do this. So let's go ahead and make our bow. As you know, you're just going to take it and twist, 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 and then go ahead and cut. And you still have your twine right here. So you've got your little loops that we're going to keep, and then we're going to put this here and here, and then we're going to go ahead and make a bow. And this bow is going to help disguise in that spot where that loop is going to be. And then to make it look fuller, just go ahead and pull that apart. Okay? Now that we've done that in, let's go ahead and go back down here and go to the other end, and we're going to do the same exact thing. So when you are going to tie these together, make sure that your twine's long enough that we don't have any problems of not having enough to put that big loop together. And remember, this is not tied down tight anywhere, so you have the flexibility to be able to move your pumpkin garland, which this is really cute. I may just put this up in my house. I probably will, and I'll send you guys a picture. Okay, because with it being 6 feet long, okay. And next thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna put some raffia on here. And you don't have to put raffia on here if you don't want to. So this is what we've got so far with no raffia. So you've got 3, 4, 5, you've got $6 invested in this. That's it. 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. For a cute garland for your home. You know, I don't know if I could put this on my mantle because I don't have nail holes on our fireplace to be able to do that. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll just take it to the store or I'll just lay it down on the ground. I don't know. Okay, so when it comes to the raffia part, you remember you're going to have your strand, you're going to pull it out, and then you're going to go ahead and you're just going to rip those pieces and make them a little bit thinner. Because when it comes to the raffia, you'll get some really thick pieces and thinner pieces. And you want to make sure that all your pieces of raffia are the same thickness so it's not so bulky, especially if we're doing something like this. Now, if you're doing a big project with raffia, I wouldn't say it's much of a concern, but I would definitely thin them out. Now, when it comes to putting the raffia on, that is up to your preference. If you want it thick or you want it thinner, totally up to you. But since this is, so what I like to do is I usually like to bundle, or I'd like to double it up so it's a little bit thicker. So let's just bundle that one. And when you guys are buying your raffia, it all depends on the packaging, how long. If you have a big package, sometimes the raffia pieces are longer, and if you buy a smaller package, your raffia pieces are maybe a little bit thinner. So you can just use your own preference when it comes to getting your raffia out. Now you just go ahead and make sure all those pieces go through and then just twist it. I wouldn't worry about making it into a knot because if you have your raffia small enough, it's not going to come undone. And then what I usually like to do is just crinkle that up so it's all just kind of cute. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this raffia and we're going to go along each one of wherever your material bow is, and we're going to go ahead and just make those happen like that. And then go ahead and trim that other end. And remember, this doesn't have to be perfect. Some of the raffia sizes can be longer than the other, but if you have OCD, which I do have OCD, when it comes to kind of things like this, I can let it kind of go a little bit. Comes to my house, no. Comes to my lawn, no. Because remember, when you're doing crafts and you're decorating your house, you're not supposed to have everything symmetrical. So this is okay to let this little part go. Okay, so what I did is I just went ahead and I have this and I went ahead and just doubled it. So it's kind of about the same. And go ahead and set that down over there. And sometimes you get a little straggler. It's okay, just cut them off. And we're going to go down here, we're going to go to this other piece of material. And again, when you're making yours, if you want to put more raffia on it, it's okay. If you want it really strawy. And the other thing is too, you can also just wait and trim all your excess off when you get it hung the way you want. I would probably prefer you to do that. So don't trim anything until you get it in the place where you want. And then do the trimming on your raffia if you want to. Because it's going to look different hanging versus just sitting here on your workstation. So definitely don't do any trimming until then. Okay, so there is that side. So we'll go over here. I hope you guys have liked this little DIY that we're just whipping up today. Because you can tell I don't have anything to show you because I previously made it because I winged it today. So there you go. Sonya on a wing on a Friday. What do you guys have planned for this weekend? Anything exciting? I can't believe how fast the weeks go. I really cannot. I just don't understand this at all. How can it be almost October? And it feels like it's July outside. Yes, I'm going to give the weather report. I think it's going to be like 90 degrees tomorrow on a Saturday. And we're doing a 5K in the afternoon. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hot. We're going to go to Extell. Mindy, Blaine, and I are going to do a little 5K. It's called Oktoberfest. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then next week, on Friday, there's 8 girls. We're all going to climb up into a van and go to Omaha and participate in the Market to Market. It will be my first one. So you have different legs, and the group of you run from Omaha to Lincoln. So, and we're all dressing in the 90s. So I'll make sure to share a photo with you guys. And we all take different turns running. So some of us may be running 12 miles, some may be running 10, some may be running 3. It just depends on what you are wanting to sign up for. And I'm the oldest chick on this running. As I told Tara, I said, I'm an old chick. I like to run. I'm not a fast runner. I don't have a goal set in front. I just like to run because it's just clear my mind. I got music in my ears. I think about crafts. I think about the store. I think about new things coming. It's just a place where I can be. Because people say, why do you run? I said, well, first off, my girlfriend did it. And I'm like, Minnie, I will never be a runner. I will never be a runner. But guess what? I am now a runner. And it's just something that, and I am also, if you guys didn't know, I'm also 52 years old. And at 52, I think running for me is good, just mindset, you know, I'm keeping myself young, yes. But yeah, totally got off guard. Squirrel, sorry. Okay, so here we go. This is so cute. Okay, here it is. Who does not love this garland? It is adorable. On $5. I mean, probably by the time you get your material, you may have to go buy material, but you can buy little. You can also just go to, you can buy it at Walmart, you can buy it at Hobby Lobby, and they're just little, they're like little square packages. They're like on an end cap, and I think they're like maybe $2. In which, I mean, if you buy something fall related, you can entwine that. Take your material, go tie, if you have a pumpkin that is got a really long stem on it, take some of your material and raffia, and if this is going outside, just make it all blend together. You can always add material to anything when you're decorating. So don't think of it as a waste. Think of it as an investment in just adding little splashes to something that you already have that you want to spruce up. That's always really good too. Okay guys, I'm going to go take a picture of this and I'm going to post it. And this really just turned out cute. If I can go make this stick upstairs, I will so do this on my mantle, but I don't know if it will or not. Okay, there is your DIY on a Friday from Sonya to you. Go grab your supplies. And if these are not available at Dollar Tree, you may be able to get something like this close at Hobby Lobby. And I know you could buy the garland at Hobby Lobby, but if you buy it at Hobby Lobby, it may be a little thicker, so you maybe only need one. So go buy your supplies, and you already have the raffia from any crafts that we've already done. You already have your twine, and that's it. Super easy, super fun. Go get your supplies and go decorate. It's fall time, guys.